What up? What up? This is Rama Screen YouTube Live. Is too bright? Sorry, it's a bit of a mess. You can see my paper towel and some toilet tissues in the back. So welcome to my bedroom. um, I didn't. I didn't want to wait. I did not want to wait till this weekend on Rocking It with Rama Screen Live to finally discuss this news because it just happened today. And so, it's fresh. I want to talk about it, and you guys can chime in during the chat. Make sure you do super chat as well to support this channel. So ABC just decided to cancel Roseanne Reboot series. Now, for those of you maybe outside the U.S., Roseanne show was a big deal here in America in the 80s and 90s. And ABC revived the show um, for a 10th season, I believe. Yeah, and this it was this past spring, and it was a huge hit. I think the premiere had about 18 million viewers, if I'm not mistaken. You can correct me if I'm wrong, if I got that fact mistaken, but it's pretty big. It's a big deal for ABC. So, and we're in the day and age when everything's getting revived, everything's getting rebooted. Charmed is getting a reboot, the CW, and we had the X Files revived. They're bringing back the whole cast. So that's what they did with the with Roseanne, um, and it's relevant because Roseanne is a well-known supporter of Donald Trump. Um, our problematic, controversial U.S. President Donald Trump, and even Donald Trump tweeted congratulating Roseanne Barr when Roseanne revived or reboot premiere hit huge success. So this happened this past spring. So I just want to give you that context. So uh, these past few months, Roseanne has been like riding the wave of success of a revived show. Uh, but everybody, there are some concerns from those of us who are like, okay, Roseanne had been spewing racist and horrible and conspiracy stuff basically throughout her career. And she had said horrible things in the past, but I guess in the age of Trump, people want to see Roseanne's family, the show, um, kind of speak to that for some reason. I don't know. I watched the reboot, the few episodes. Yeah, it was kind of funny, but I think I'd credit that to the writers, not necessarily to Roseanne. So fast forward to today, um, there was a tweet by CNN's reporter Andrew Kaczynski regarding President Obama's top former aide. Let me get this right. The name is Valerie Jarrett. There you go, Valerie Jarrett. So Andrew was tweeting about Valerie, and it seems that from what I read, Roseanne caught the tweet. It caught her attention, and being a troll that she is, she tweeted to it. She tweeted to that tweet saying, and I quote, Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ. Yikes. That is not cool. That is not cool. Even though Roseanne immediately tweeted again saying, hey, it's a joke. But nobody's laughing, Roseanne. You're the only one laughing. That says something. Um, immediately, her tweet comparing or describing Valerie Jarrett's appearance as some kind of a combination of Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes, immediately that received backlash on the web. Understandably so, rightfully so, including one of Roseanne show's executive producers, who I consider to be, her name is Wanda Sykes. I consider her to be one of the funniest women on the planet. I love her comedy. I love her jokes. I love her sense of humor. Even on the show Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David. Wanda just got me rolling on the floor. So Wanda was one of the executive producers of the Roseanne Reboot, and she tweeted, "I will not be returning to Roseanne anymore." So that's it. That's the not just the backlash, but the fallout of this racist and horrible tweet by Roseanne Barr. And Roseanne's, sorry, the trash truck just passed by, kind of loud. Roseanne's co star, Sarah Gilbert, also tweeted, and I want to read this to you guys. And I quote, uh, Roseanne's recent comments about Valerie Jarrett and so much more are abhorrent and do not reflect the beliefs of our cast and crew or anyone associated with our show. I am disappointed in her actions, to say the least. This is incredibly sad and difficult for all of us as we have created a show that we believe in, we are proud of, and that audiences love, one that is separate and apart from the opinions and words of one cast member. So, shortly after that horrible tweet, of course, Roseanne deleted the tweet. But as you know, nothing ever gets deleted online. All right. Once you put it out there in the web or on the internet, that's it, man. Somebody's gonna screenshot it. Someone's gonna screen grab it. It's eternal. All right. That's why. Joy Reid had that problem. You know that homophobic slurs that she had a decade ago from her blog in the past. People can still dig that up. So it was in a bad taste. Okay, cool. You've apologized, but it's a bit too late. All right. And I had to learn the hard way from my mistakes in the past that even though I apologize, it doesn't. And the trash truck keeps passing by like twice now. That in the past, even though I made mistakes and I apologize for them, it doesn't mean that I get excused from the consequences of my actions. Whatever I said and done, whatever that mistake was. So, it's not gonna be like, okay, you've apologized, boom, that's it, we're done, let's move on. No, there is a consequence to Roseanne's action, and that consequence was fierce. It came down like boom, like a hammer, like Thor's hammer from ABC themselves. ABC decided today that they have decided that they have canceled Roseanne Reboot show, and this is big because not too long ago, all right, I think last month, ABC renewed Roseanne for an 11th season. Because of the ratings and the huge success. ABC's like, all right, money, 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 advertisers. Let's get down to business again with Roseanne. Renew it for another season, But apparently this is, the line that they drew in the sand. It's like, oh, yep, you've gone too far now, Roseanne. I mean, all this time, the executives and the head honchos at ABC, they understand that Roseanne is a big Trump supporter, has a history of being horrible on, not just on Twitter, but they're like, okay, we're gonna brush that off a little, because this show is a success. We're just gonna focus on the show. We're just gonna focus on the work, and then she can do whatever she wants to, in her personal time. So they're trying to make that separation, just like Sarah Gilbert, earlier. Like, it's a part. The show is a part, separate from that one person. But obviously, that's not always true. All right. I don't want to fault ABC or Sarah Gilbert or any of her co-stars. As a matter of fact, I feel bad. I feel really, really terrible that Sarah and Roseanne's other co-stars on the show and the crew. Come on, it takes a village to make a show, and the crew are now unemployed because of the cancellation. That's terrible. I feel bad for them. I feel bad that ABC had to go through this kind of publicity. But at the same time, you know, I'm kind of baffled that it took this long, or it took for this to happen to ABC to finally say, "Oh, we're not gonna do business with Roseanne anymore." I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not like Roseanne just became racist today. It's not like Roseanne just, woke up this morning and or yesterday, whatever whenever the tweet was, and decided to be horrible. She has a history of being racist and horrible. Um, and it's not even in a funny way, right? Usually, when it comes to comedy or jokes, take it from me, I usually give comedy a pass. All right, I'm a big fan of South Park. I'm a big fan of, and those guys will like level the playing field. They'll make fun of everybody, right wingers, left wingers. It doesn't matter, and they're hilarious in their effort in doing so. Um, and their jokes are meant to say something social commentary wise. But Roseanne's tweet is not that. It's not South Park esque. That comes from a Roseanne's tweet, or Roseanne's quote unquote joke, comes from a place of hate. Comes from a place of something that's despicable. Um, and she has tweeted in the past conspiratorial crap. Like, and I'm not talking about UFO, but some deep state stuff. I was like, what is this? What is this woman doing? She's using her platform not in a responsible way, and she has a huge platform. See, this goes back to what I said in my previous video about Kanye West and the slavery was a choice. Like, dude, if you have a huge platform, following and fans that look up to you and buy your shit, and they even, if you tell them to go left, they go left because you said to go left. Like, dude, you have that much influence. Don't use it in a non-responsible or in a crappy way like this. So Roseanne's tweet, joke, it's not funny. It's not saying social commentary that's helpful, and it comes from a place that's just pretty much spite. Um, so yeah, I commend ABC for canceling the show, but this says something as well. It's like, hey, ABC, maybe next time don't do business with somebody who has a history of being racist and horrible. Emphasize on history, all right, of being racist and horrible. I mean, despite the fact that somebody could bring you huge ratings and advertisers money, like you gotta get it. Like, okay, where do we draw the line here between making good business and being principled? And I think if you choose to be principled, that will pay off more. Maybe I'm naive or too idealistic for saying that, but I think if you choose principled, you'll get rewarded because of that. As opposed to like, oh, I know he's racist or she's racist, but they bring us ratings. So I think that there's a lot of lessons to learn from this, both on the ABC side and the fan side. And it's not about PC or non-PC. I know a lot of people might argue that. But to my point regarding, I keep bringing this up when Bill and Ted movies, if you've seen Bill and Ted movies, all right, they use the F words a lot. Not the FUCK, but the other one. And I'm saying, like, the third movie, it's not going to happen with the F word involved, I think. Um, Cindy just said, what about President Trump? Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, he's in the White House. There's nothing we can do about it at the moment. ABC can't fire President Trump. And unfortunately, during his campaign, Cindy, back in 2016, his racism brought all the networks and the media ratings. So he got like free media basically, whereas other candidates have to claw their way into getting exposure. So it says so this whole thing with Roseanne and Trump says something about the state of our media, the state of our society. What are we willing to sacrifice or sell our souls for ratings. Um, or maybe we should kind of draw the line back, and stick to principle. As I said earlier, if you choose principle all the time, I think you'll get rewarded all the time. But that's my thing. That's just my opinion. That's my belief. Um, yeah, in conclusion, all I want to say is bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Roseanne, take your network money, go off into the sunset and retire. Just go away. All right. Don't tweet anymore. We don't want to hear about your BS or mumbo jumbo or conspiracy theories. Just enjoy your ABC money. Take it with you, and retire, and go away. Go away. We don't want to hear from you anymore. All right. Um, that's my take on this story. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and share this video with all your friends on the YouTube verse. And as always, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I do live stream like this or whenever I post new videos. And as always, guys, I do this full time, so please help support my channel at patreon.com/ramascreen. That's patreon.com/ramascreen. Become my patrons today. Let's rock this.